What's going on? This video may make you angry, you may have something to add, or maybe even have a question. And you're probably wondering, well, what is it, Jake? And that is, right now, I would not recommend doing Amazon FBA. And I'll explain why, as well as some solutions into what we can do. And that's because, like riding a bike, we gotta keep moving forward. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Jake Diego, and on this channel I talk about ways you can improve your Amazon business, some personal development things, and lastly, share my goals with you. So getting into this whole, I would not recommend Amazon FBA right now, why is that? Well, last week, one of the Amazon FBA warehouses closed, due to, of course, the virus in New York. I was already starting to make this video when the news today came out, and that is, it's also in New York, Kentucky, Florida, Texas, Illinois, Missouri, and California FBA warehouses. There's about 10 cases right now within Amazon of people that have tested positive. Unlike UPS, USPS, and FedEx, all three of those entities are deemed a critical service, critical infrastructure. So that means when a state closes its borders, when things happen within that state, that they still have the ability to operate, to deliver mail, to pick up mail, to do things within the entire US because they're deemed such by the US government. Amazon doesn't have that classification, so as we found out with the New York warehouse, what's to say that all the FBA warehouses don't close because the US government says, look, you guys have 10 cases, what's going on here? Shut it down. To take that a step further and touch on, again, today's news, some senators reached out to Bezos and asked basically a bunch of questions and said, hey, we need answers to these questions because you have these 10 cases. What are you guys doing for employee health? You know, why, when you guys start up during the morning, are you doing shoulder-to-shoulder meetings when there's these things going on, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we'll see what comes out of that. It's just been very interesting because there's been other little news things that have popped up too with the Amazon FBA, and that is there's long delays on removal orders now. So if you want to get out your product, it's going to take a while. And I don't think they're even processing them at this time. So the beauty of it, I guess, is that we no longer have to pay those fees, but at the same time, if you were thinking about pulling out that stock and taking it to Jet or Walmart or wherever, you can't do that now either. In some respects, though, with this, they are making things better by deferring Amazon loan payments until May now. And so there is some beauty in all this. But again, because it's not deemed critical infrastructure, we don't know what the future holds. We don't know if all the warehouses are going to close. I would not recommend sending things to Amazon FBA. And just as a reminder, if you saw the most recent video, there's only 6 categories of products that you can send to FBA right now that are deemed essential categories. And on top of all this, if we look at Italy and we look at France, they have decided that their Amazon warehouses aren't even going to ship non-essential goods now. So this has been, super, super interesting. I'm still concerned because my inventory valuation, if you look at this image, has been $20,000 for about the last 3 days of my buy cost of money just sitting there. I've had approximately 140 some FBA orders in the last week, and I have about 140-ish pending. So this is, it's slow. It's very, very slow if you don't have an essential good. But it does make sense because there is a pandemic. There are people in need. We got to get them goods, food, health, beauty products, baby products, all those kinds of things to make sure that, they can get the products that they need. So there is a very true need with this whole virus that's going on. All right, so you understand now where I'm coming from for the conclusion, some of the things that have led up to that, and some of the news that's happening. Well, what can we do now? I'm sounding like a broken record, but learn how to do Fulfill by Merchant. There are other videos on my channel, I'll link them over here, of how I do Fulfill by Merchant and why bubble mailers are your friend and so on and so forth. And I'll continue to make more content on those things. Let me know in the comments down below if you have something specific you want, but I have several ideas we're going to put out here on video into a video form so that you know how to do them as well to help you during this time. So aside from FBM, some other things, of course, with the products that you already have at your house, other marketplaces. eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, or possibly just finding some kind of gigs, passive income, ebook, video training, something of that nature to help move you along during these times. It's not the greatest situation to be in, but I'm sure that some good's going to come out of this. I know I can't remember the source, but I can't remember the source. However, it's been said that more millionaires are made during economic downturns than actually upturns. So I am excited. I am future optimistic. I want to see what happens though. I'm not going to send stuff to FBA though to find out how that happens. I'm just going to focus on the things that I can with the FBM products. And I hope that you found some value in this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or you want to add something to it, debate something on this, let me know in the comments down below.